Gadadhar Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on Canto 10, chapter 23. We are hearing how the wives of the Brahmanas, when they heard Krishna Balarama nearby, they are hungry. They immediately packed up so much variety of food and they've come to the forest. They see him now with with Balaram and with his friends. Shyamam Hiranya Paridhim Vanamalya Barha.
Hare Krishna. Bhakta Priya, would you like to read?
Okay.
Okay.
Shama Harayam Paritin Vanavardya Pravaha
Dhatu Pravala Natavesham Anavrat Tamse.
Andachu Pavaram Nata Vesham Ariratamase
Vinyastahastam Itarena Dunanam Abjam.
Vyasatahantam Itarana Dunanam Apijam
Karnot Palala Kapul Mukhabjahasam.
Karno Tablaka Kapara Mo Katbaja Hansa.
Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. His complexion was dark blue and his garment golden, wearing a peacock feather, colored minerals, sprigs of flower buds, and a garland of forest flowers and leaves. He was dressed just like a dramatic dancer. He rested one hand upon the shoulder of a friend and with the other twirled a lotus. Lilies graced his ears, his hair hung down over his cheeks, and his lotus-like face was smiling. So the wives of the Brahmanas are seeing Krishna, and Sukadev Goswami is giving us this beautiful description of Krishna. What are the things that Sukadev Goswami is saying?
His complexion was dark blue and he was wearing golden colored garment, and he had a peacock feather,
Mm.
colored minerals, sprigs of flower buds, and a garland of forest flowers and leaves. So, yeah, he dressed like a dramatic dancer. And lilies, he had lilies on his ears, and his hair was hung down over his cheeks, and his lotus like face was smiling.
Mm. He's smiling. And he's standing relaxedly, one hand on the shoulder of his friend. Now, I don't know if you'll have seen this picture. The devotee artists have drawn this very beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Krishna, yeah, you've seen it.
Mm.
Mm. So we see that how this picture is coming is from Sukadev Goswami's description. Mm. Praya Shruta Priya. How will this be? Will this go in this meter or no?
Praya Shutra Priyatamodaya Karnapure. No, right?
No,
Praya
no. Is it
Shutra.
Praya Shruta Priyatmodaya Karnapurer?
Mm.
Prayashuddha Prayata Madhya Karna Prayat
Yasmin Nimagna Manasas Tam Athakshirandre.
Yastimni Magam Manasatam Atashat
Anta Praveshya Suchiram Parirabhyatapam.
Artha Pravesha Shuchanam Paridatpaya Tapam
Pragyam Yathabhi Matayo Vijahur Narendra.
Prajam Yata Him Atmayo Vriham Narada.
O ruler of men, for a long time, those Brahmana ladies had heard about Krishna, their beloved, and his glories had become the constant ornaments of their ears. Indeed, their minds were always absorbed in him. Through the apertures of their eyes, they now forced him to enter within their hearts, and then they embraced him within for a long time. In this way, they finally gave up the pain of separation from him, just as sages give up the anxiety of false ego by remembering the innermost consciousness. So these wives of these Brahmanas, they had heard about Krishna for a long time. You know, people were passing by, coming from the village of Vrindavan and the village of Raj, and then passing by this forest. Then they would always talk about Krishna, and that's how these wives had heard about Krishna. Constant ornaments of the ears. We like to wear some jewelry on the ears, right? Earrings, different types of decorations. So, what they like to wear on the ears?
His glories, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, his glories is always on their ears. Means they're always hearing about Krishna. And because they're always hearing, we heard in the yesterday that they got this eagerness to meet Krishna. So they're hearing about Krishna and their mind, by their mind, they're always thinking about him. Their minds are always absorbed in him. This is what is needed. Krishna says, engage your mind in always thinking of me. So we can see that by hearing about Krishna constantly, we'll be able to constantly think about him. And now they are seeing him. With their eyes, they are seeing Krishna. So, with their eyes, now they are making him sit in their heart and embracing him there. We heard the gopis did that too, right? Yeah. The queens of Dwarka also, when Krishna comes back from Hastinapur, they were not able to openly embrace him because there were so many people there. So then in their hearts, they embraced him. So here, this Brahmana women also, they're embracing him in their hearts for a long time. And their hearts was finally pacified. Otherwise, they were always feeling separation from him. Just as sages give up the anxiety of false ego by embracing their innermost consciousness. Oh. Tas tatha tyakta sarvasha.
Tastata Chakrat Savasha
Prapta Atma Didrikshaya.
Prapta Atma Didrakshaya.
Vigyakhila Drikdrashta.
Vinayakya Dashta.
Praha Prahasita Nanaha.
Pratha Prahasita Nanaha.
Lord Krishna, who witnesses the thoughts of all creatures, understood how those ladies had abandoned all worldly hopes and come there simply to see him. Thus he addressed them as follows with a smile upon his face. So we may think nobody knows our mind. Know what we are thinking, our thoughts are only to ourselves. But Krishna knows. He's in our heart. He knows our innermost desires, knows our thoughts. So Krishna understands the feelings of these Brahmana ladies, that they've given up everything. Their family was telling them, don't go. They didn't listen. They said, we are going to go see Krishna, give him food. So now he's speaking to them smilingly. Swagatam vo mahabhaga.
Sakatamba Mahabhagat.
Asyatam karavamakim.
Ashatam Karavam King
Yanno didrikshaya prapta.
Yano Tita Krishat Pratat
Upapanam idam hivaha.
Upapanam Itam Hivaha.
Lord Krishna said, welcome, O most fortunate ladies. Please sit down and make yourselves comfortable. What can I do for you? That you have come here to see me is most appropriate. Just as Sri Krishna welcomed the gopis who came to dance with him at night, he similarly welcomed the Brahmanas' wives, whose pure love for him was proved by their overcoming many hindrances to see the Lord. The word upapanam indicates that although these ladies had rejected their husband's orders, their behavior was not at all inappropriate, since their husbands had obviously tried to obstruct their loving service to Lord Krishna. So someone may say, oh, how come they are not listening to their family? How come they're not listening to their husbands and still coming to meet Krishna? But each of us has an eternal loving relationship with Krishna. And so Krishna is saying, you have come to see me here is most appropriate. Each of us, have to revive our relationship with Krishna, have to be with Krishna. One day or the other, that day will come. Nanva adha mai kurvanti.
Nava Ajaha Mayat Karati
Kushala Swartha Darshina.
Kushada Savartan Darshanaha
Ahetuki Avyavahitam.
Ahyatyake Avyavadhitam
Bhaktim Atma Priyayatha.
Vatkim Atma Prayayataha.
Certainly, expert personalities who can see their own true interest render unmotivated and uninterrupted devotional service directly unto me, for I am most dear to the soul. The Supreme Lord informed the Brahmanas' wives that not only they, but all people who recognize their true self-interest take to the spiritual process of loving service to the Lord. So everyone who recognize their true self-interest. Swartha, right? Swartha. So swartha doesn't mean being selfish. Swartha means what is the best thing for ourselves. Yes, it is Swartha Darshina. Swartha Darshina. So, own true interest. When one understands what's our true interest, engage in devotional service. Lord Krishna is Atma Priya, the real object of love for everyone. Although each individual has his own taste and freedom, ultimately every living being is a spiritual spark of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, everyone's primary loving attraction is constitutionally meant for Lord Sri Krishna. So we had heard also earlier Sukadev Parikshit Maharaj was saying about why was Krishna so dear to the cowherd men and women, even more than their sons. And then Sukadev Goswami explained that actually the most dear to us is our own self. And now, and why is that? Is because actually Krishna is the most dear to us. Now, because we have forgotten Krishna and we are part and parcel of Krishna, so we are thinking that, oh, it's just myself. But in our pure state, it's actually Krishna that who's the most dear to us. For each and every one. It's not that only for certain people. No, each and every one of us is part and parcel of Krishna. Loving service to the Lord should be ahetuki, without personal motive, and avyavahita, unobstructed by mental speculation, selfish desire, or any quirk of time and circumstance. So, devotional service to Krishna should be pure, constantly. Constantly. Without personal motive means not doing business with Krishna. Oh, I'll hear and chant and then all my material desires will be fulfilled. Initially, sure, it happens, or initially someone may say, well, I'll engage in devotional service, I'll get liberation, or I'll get something, or this or that. But we have to rise from that state. Bhagavatam does say that even if we have material desires, worship Krishna. But we can't just stay at that level. You have to rise above that then, gradually, gradually. So, and Krishna is saying that one who understands what is really our self-interest, then they take up devotional service, unmotivated and uninterrupted. For I am most dear to the soul, because our real self-interest is to revive our relationship with Krishna. He is our dearmost object of love. Our love is originally for Krishna. It's just we have forgotten. Any questions, comment?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So, just like we now practice the bhakti yoga, right? So
Hmm.
wherever we just try, even we have too many, like me, I have too many thinking, and but just try, and so it can day by day become too pure.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah,
sometimes we also not can control. We are false ego, so
yeah.
why can become too pure?
Well, because it takes time actually. We have been in this material world for a very long time. So our attachment to this world is very deep, very strong. Our conditioning is very strong. So it just takes time. So it's a gradually, we will be able to give up the false ego. It takes time.
Now I more understand. Sometimes I learning the bhakti yoga. It's really long, right? I mean, I already have it 16 years, and beginning time, I saw some devotee I don't like, and I will too many in the argue. But now I will because reading, and they I know, we also have this the suffer. So I will start to thinking, don't argue, and also give the passion, and also I need to give my passion, and yeah. So thank you, and every day to reading, and they I know, okay, if like this, maybe I can uh no calm down my false ego. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so see, gradually, you yourself, you have some experience, right? That it works. We are trying, right? So sometimes we are able to, but it's better than before, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
better,
so that's
but
why.
some better, but also sometimes the like the devil's more strong. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Sometimes not can come. I said, I need to better day by day should be better. But why sometimes if the very deep when touch the this in my mind, the false ego and the devil is very very strong. So I thinking, how is this? So thank you.
yeah, yeah. That's why it's a gradual process. Rupa Goswami says that we need to be patient, we need to be enthusiastic, and we need to be determined. And it will come, soon coming, soon coming. We will be able to be with Krishna. Just continue to hear and chant in the association of devotees, do your services. So, very good.
Thank you.
Hmm. Thank you. See, is this? Not sure if y'all want to stop here or did anyone want to have any other comment or y'all want to read this one? It's 28 already.
I think we can do this one.
I'm sorry. Want to
I
do?
think we can. Yeah.
Okay. Prana Buddhi Manasva Atma
Prana Brutti Manaha Satama
Dharapatya Dhan Adaya
Dara Pratya Danam Dadyaha
Yat Samparkat Priya Asams
Yap Samaprakrat Priya Asam
Tata Konva Apara Priyaha.
Tata Ko Nitma Atpat Abdaraha Vipriyaha.
It is only by contact with the self that one's vital breath, intelligence, mind, friends, body, wife, children, wealth, and so on are dear. Therefore, what object can possibly be more dear than one's own self? The word yat samparkat in this verse refers to contact with the individual self and ultimately with the Supreme Self, the Lord, who is the origin of the individual living being. By developing Krishna consciousness, one automatically becomes self realized, and thus one's vital strength, intelligence, mind, relatives, body, family, and wealth all become enhanced and brilliant by the central influence of Krishna consciousness. This happens because Krishna consciousness is the optimum, efficient conjunction of the individual self, who is pure consciousness, with the Supreme Self and Supreme Consciousness, Krishna. So, you know, Krishna is saying, well, in the purport, in the purport, self-realize our self-realization, we say self-realization is actually what is becoming Krishna conscious, because then we will understand that we are part and parcel of Krishna. We are not independent of Krishna. So when one is Krishna conscious, then all that we have, it becomes more brilliant, becomes enhanced. One can use it correctly. When we see a Krishna conscious, a pure devotee, all his time, all his energy, his intelligence, his mind, his body, his family, his wealth, everything he's using for the service of Krishna. And that's the best use of these things. We may think, oh, well, the best use of these things is when I use it for a particular person or for a particular time. But actually, the best use of all this is when we can engage them in Krishna's service. Mm. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll stop here for today. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for listening.